Ok, pues ya comienza lo que es el demo y es lo que podemos ver.
はい。あ、そうですね。声は。
リアルタイムなんでね。はい。これ聞こえてるんですか。
はい。
これは聞こえてる。
Vemos a Snake junto a Ocelot.
オセロットの凄さが分かるし、この砂嵐で目開けてるんですよ。さすがは山猫。お前山猫か。これはね誰も分かってくれないですよ。すごいやつ。
いや砂嵐は。
ちょっとギャグはやめときます。
Ok, esto es lo que podemos ver, que es, se presume que es la primera misión. Y bueno, la verdad es que los gráficos se ven geniales. Al parecer ahí Big Boss aún no se acostumbra a su mano mecánica. Y podemos ver el entorno que es gigantesco y maravilloso. La verdad es que se ven súper bien y bueno. Tecnología de punta.
Normally there would be a tutorial here, but we'll go ahead and skip that today.
You can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Doandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it.
Y bueno, aquí se ve que después de 9 años estamos a punto de comenzar la misión de rescate para poder alcanzar nuestra venganza.
They'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back.
Vemos los lentes de Cass. Vamos a regresárselos. Y bueno.
Now go. Let the legend come back to life.
Es la hora de que la leyenda regrese a la vida.
Right, now we transition seamlessly from cutscene into gameplay. Everything you're seeing here today is on PlayStation 4, running at 1080p, 60 frames per second. As you heard during the cutscene, our mission here is to rescue Miller. That said, we have a limited
y bueno, lo que están diciendo aquí es que va a estar mezclado tanto las cinemáticas con el gameplay, por lo que la diferencia no se nota tanto. Y bueno, las gráficas que se están observando están corriendo en PlayStation 4.
And then we'll go ahead and head on in. And yes, this was very popular at E3. Your horse will do that. So let's go ahead and move on.
Y bueno, ya hablaba de que en el E3 fue muy popular el hecho de que el caballo puede defecar en tiempo real.
It's a wide open landscape, a lot of places to explore, a lot of things to do. As you see up ahead, it's also populated by various types of wildlife. We have a herd of sheep up here on the road, And off to the right, we also have,
Y bueno,
human
podemos ver
settlements as well.
como el camino es totalmente abierto. Podemos tomar cualquier parte de la ruta del
Alright, now you
escenario.
notice the background music has changed. It's gotten a little tense. That means there are enemies
Y bueno,
nearby, so let's go
también
ahead
se
and scout
observa,
the area.
bueno, se escucha, bueno, no se escucha tanto, pero hay un ligero
Here, so we'll go ahead and
cambio
mark them.
en la música y ahí está la mecánica de marcar con
That
los
said, if you're on a horse like this, you'll probably be
binoculares.
spotted, so let's go ahead and use one of Snake's new abilities. You can actually hang off the side of your horse here and lower your profile.
También
So we can get up
se puede
close and
tomar
make a
esa
shot.
posición de camuflaje en el caballo.
Alright, so we got one guy, but his buddy did notice, so we'll use that to our advantage. See if we can sneak up behind him here.
Podemos ver la versatilidad de movimientos que tiene Big Boss,
Well done. Now we have him held up.
como por
Let's
ejemplo
go ahead and interrogate him.
detener al
And he's telling us
enemigo
where we can find a container
apuntándole.
with raw materials. So we'll check that out in a minute.
Y se
First,
puede
get these guys out of the way.
ya sea ponerle el sistema de rescate Fulton o
Players that play
registrarlos.
default are, of course, familiar with this. These guys will be sent back to Mother Base via balloon, and we'll join your army.
Y bueno,
And now we see here, we also have a curious visitor. So maybe he wants to go back to Mother Base too. Let's go
Poder
ahead and see if we can
enviar
help him out with that.
ya sea las cabras
He's down.
por sistema de rescate Fulton, también ya sea que tenga alguna utilidad para nuestra Mother
And away he
Base.
goes. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the look at our map.
Es
here.
bastante
You
gracioso
see the
el
container
ver
that the guy was
cómo,
talking about. So we'll go ahead and check that out. It's not
cómo
too
se
far off
pueden ir
course. Keep in mind,
las
guys, like I
cabras.
mentioned earlier, we'll be going back to Mother Base, and you can assign them to various units within Mother Base to do tasks for you.
Y bueno,
And
ver a
as for the sheep, well, I'm sure we can find some use for them.
Snake corriendo.
All right, so here's the container, and we see it is guarded. So we'll be careful as we make our approach here.
También se ve bastante bien el hecho de que Snake pueda, bueno, Big Boss pueda rodar, correr y
Note that we did mark the enemy. You can
arrastrarse
see him through obstacles such as this wall.
con gran fluidez, es lo que se
That's it.
observa.
Doesn't look like he's planning on moving, so let's go ahead and lure him out. The knock is back in Phantom Pain, but this time you can now perform it using your prosthetic arm, which means you can do this
Y
anywhere.
como
You do not
ya se
need
había
to reach
hablado,
the wall.
aquí regresa el ruido,
That said, if you are next to the
hace los
wall,
ruidos, pero ahora con la prótesis para
you
llamar la
can do some
atención de
pretty cool
los
CQC, such
de
as
los
that
soldados. También
here.
podemos ver que hay una mancha de sangre en la
And peeking
pared
out from behind
que,
cover, shooting enemies
bueno,
is
eso no
also
se había
faster and easier than it was
visto
in
y ahora le da
Dark
un poco
Souls. All the
más
stuff
de
that has
realismo
been
al golpe que le das
before.
contra la pared.
Alright, so go ahead and move these guys out of the way.
Y
Now let's see if
bueno.
we can grab this container.
Ahora vamos a ver que también podemos llevarnos cosas
So jump off
grandes
here.
como
You do have to be
este
careful when you're
contenedor
focusing on
a
objects
Mother
like this,
Base.
because if you're actually on the object when it goes up, you'll be brought back to Mother Base along with it, and you'll actually abort the mission. Now that is an advanced technique that some people may want to use from time to time, but obviously for today's
disculpe.
demonstration, we don't want to abort the mission, so we'll just keep on moving. You may have also noticed that there's a weather report that came in on our iDroid saying there's a sandstorm approaching. So if you look at the sky, you can see it's gotten a little gray, and we should see some sand start picking up really soon. There we go. So here we have this sandstorm. Sandstorm is just one example of the dynamic
y
weather.
bueno,
that
es lo que
we have in
tenemos
the weather
del
will
sistema
change, will evolve
dinámico
throughout the day,
de
and is unpredictable.
de
During
clima,
sandstorm,
como es la
visibility is low,
tormenta de arena,
enemies can't see,
que
but you also have a
estas
hard
cosas
time
pueden
seeing the
ocurrir
environment, so you have to be careful as you traverse
en
the
cualquier momento.
terrain.
Y bueno, ahí menciona que hay que tener mucho cuidado porque podría ocurrir esto, ya que la visibilidad se dificulta. Y bueno, también hay que tener cuidado porque el sistema Fulton también se influencia con el clima, así que supongo que en un clima de ese tipo pues no se puede realizar el sistema de rescate, ya que pues el globo no funcionaría en medio de una tormenta de arena. Veíamos que algo parpadea y bueno, es un objeto. Como unos diamantes que podemos tomar, ya sea que se vayan a Mother Base o las podemos guardar. Y bueno, se nos marca dónde está nuestro objetivo, hacia dónde tenemos que llegar. lo cual supongo que es muy importante para que podamos saber hacia dónde nos dirigimos y poder llegar. Y ahí están marcando los enemigos, como se ve ahora, que es muy importante marcarlos para poder saber dónde están los enemigos en todo momento. Y bueno, la verdad es que tengo que remarcar que los entornos se ven hermosos. Lo que podemos ver ahora es que empieza a cambiar el cielo y se nota que, bueno, el paso del tiempo. Y bueno, no podemos ver en todo momento los soldados que ya reclutamos, lo que hemos enviado por sistema de rescate Fulton. Y podemos ver que también la tecnología esta que funciona es tridimensional. Y parece que se va a poder usar cierto control de movimiento, ya que parece que con el movimiento del control se va a poder controlar este tipo de cosas. Y bueno, ya comienza a anochecer y se siguen marcando a los enemigos con los binoculares.
Okay, so we went ahead and marked all the enemies. You'll note that there are quite a few of them. The base is actually pretty well guarded at this time, so while we could try to sneak in, it'd be very difficult. And in this kind of situation, it might actually be a better idea to wait until they change shifts, because in kind of pain, enemies will change shifts depending on time of day. And we could do that just by sitting here waiting for a very long time, but we're going to use an item that can help us out here. It's called the Phantom Cigar. Now the Phantom Cigar is an e-cigar that Snake can use to help pass the time, so go ahead and use that.
Y bueno, vemos aquí que el Phantom Cigar puede servir para adelantar para adelantar el tiempo, dependiendo de lo que nosotros queramos hacer, ya sea para nuestra comodidad a la hora de hacer la infiltración. Así que esta herramienta parece que va a ser de gran importancia, ya que podemos ver cómo pasa el tiempo, y también se puede notar que varía el movimiento de los enemigos dependiendo de que si sea de día o de noche.
Now here we are. We've gone ahead and marked everything up. Naturally, you probably would want to go in under the cover of darkness under normal circumstances, but we want to make sure you see what's going on during today's presentation. So we'll go in during the day, and to help us out, we'll go ahead and place some markers here. And these will act as waypoints as we sneak around through the base and make sure we don't get lost on our way to the destination.
Me parece que se pueden marcar diferentes lugares para no perdernos durante el transcurso de la misión.
And in Mother Base, you actually have an R&D department that can develop new weapons and equipment. So today we're going to have them develop the ultimate in stealth technology. As any true Metal Gear fan knows, it is the cardboard box. So we'll go ahead and place that order.
Y parece que el desarrollo de las armas que nos hagan en Mother Base, vamos a poder pedirlas en cualquier momento y con toda la facilidad del mundo para que nos traigan lo que necesitamos. En este momento están pidiendo la caja que estaba recién desarrollada.
Oh, did it break? No, this is just the delivery box. The actual box is inside of there, and here it is. So now we have our special customized Diamond Dogs cardboard box. Let's head on in.
Bueno, podemos ver la caja personalizada de Diamond Dogs. Y bueno, vamos a ver ahora las posibilidades que tiene ahora la caja.
Now, players who have played Metal Gear before are obviously familiar with the cardboard box, but it has been upgraded for TPP, and we'll show you one of those new moves now. You can actually pop up out of the top of the box.
Ahora que también un nuevo movimiento es que podemos salir por arriba de la caja, ya sea para disparar o para hacer algún otro tipo de acción, y podemos usar el sistema de rescate junto con la caja puesta.
in the background, we have another guy here, so we'll sneak up on him, so you can surprise him from behind. So hold him up, and send him on his way. And up ahead we see another guy who could be a problem. Now we could use our trank to take him out, but we'll try something different here. We actually have a supply unit, support unit in Mother Base that can give us supply drops, so we'll go ahead and order one. Now supply drops are useful for ordering items and ammunition, but you can also use them in creative ways, and we'll show you an example of that today. So what we did was we called the supply drop right onto an enemy location, and let's see what happens. There we go.
Vemos que aquí se usó de una forma estratégica el sistema de pedir los items, que es cayéndole la caja encima, no que al soldado, lo cual es bastante coqueto y se ve que tiene un uso bastante interesante, ya que a veces hay algunos enemigos que son difíciles de sorprender, o si no estamos tan seguros de que podamos hacerlo, pues podría ser también un recurso bastante interesante utilizar la caja de items para propósitos tácticos. Y bueno, aquí vemos que llega a un lugar que había marcado previamente, y bueno, ahí podemos ver que un soldado está durmiendo, así que entrará con muchísimo cuidado para no despertarlo. Vamos a ver que el CQC se ve bastante bien, ya que eso de la cámara lenta mientras lo realiza se ve bastante genial.
Okay, and it looks like someone may have noticed our box moving. This is not good. He's obviously going to come and expect
Okay,
this.
parece que el brillo que se ve en la pantalla podemos notar que un enemigo nos ha visto por esa señal. Lo que se vio también es que podemos salir de la caja disparados, por decirlo de alguna forma, para poder escapar del riesgo. Y wow, nos podemos llevar también vehículos y lo que ya habíamos visto antes, el bullet time, para poder tener una oportunidad de salvarnos de la fase de alerta. Le queda bastante bien, yo pienso, porque el lugar es bastante extenso y bueno, podemos escondernos también en contenedores, como lo que estamos viendo ahora. Y se acercan a abrirlo. Podemos usar estas técnicas. Se ve muy bien, la verdad, me gusta.
So we hit our next marker, keep on moving. Alright, that yellow mark up there on the second floor of the building is our destination. So let's make our way there without being spotted. So here, let's keep an eye on him as we proceed. Oh, that said, there's somebody to our right may have noticed us. Let's lay low here in the ditch for a while.
Okay, podemos hacer movimientos bastante interesantes. Gatear hacia atrás, ahora atrás y hacia atrás más bien. Bastante buen movimiento, la verdad, que se han esmerado bastante en pulir los movimientos de Snake, y ahora se ve súper ágil y bueno, más a la altura de Big Boss, ¿no?
we go.
Y puede brincar.
Alright, now we need to get up to the second floor of this building. So let's go ahead and make our entry here.
Va a entrar a un lugar que previamente
as well as the raw diamonds, we picked up those
habría
and now made it back to
marcado.
the base and to our GMP. And the vehicle as well. Close call for good use of reflex mode. Keep on moving.
Ok, a dormir.
We need to get up to the second floor, which looks clear. So we'll go ahead and open this guy and head on up.
Ok, decía que revisó brevemente el piso de arriba y como estaba aparentemente limpio,
We also have a POW here, so let's take a closer look.
pues pudo subir. Y ahora vemos
And it's
que
actually our gameplay master, Jackie-tan, also known as Dan-kun in Japanese.
What's up, everybody?
And there he is.
Prisioneros.
How you feeling? Not too good. All right, so we'll help Jackie in a minute, but we'll go ahead and pick up these documents first. So we'll use our iDroid, scan these in.
parece que usando el iDroid podemos escanear los documentos importantes para la misión.
So you picked up an intel file. Now we know where Miller is. I'm marking it on your iDroid.
Okay, so we have the intel. All we got to do now is get Jackie out of here. And that's not working. If you look at the Fulton icon, you'll actually notice it's at 0% right now.
Parece que
indoors. So let's go ahead and carry him outside.
en lugares con techo ya no se puede usar el sistema Fulton. Ahora es un poco más real y se utiliza justamente en lugares sin techo,
And there he goes.
obviamente.
All right, so we have our intel, and we have Jackie off to safety. Now all we got to do is escape from the base, and we are done. That said, we're spotted, so we're going to fight our way out.
Bueno, cuando
But don't
aquí
worry,
vemos
even in
que
this situation, Mother Base can once again provide support.
ha
So
sido
we'll go ahead and call them
descubierto
up, place an order to a support unit, and call
y
in
se va a
an
llamar
ambulance,
a la unidad de soporte de Mother Base.
and they should help to clean things up quite nicely. We'll also call in a helicopter so that we can escape. All right, now
Bueno, un
all we
helicóptero.
need to do is run and get out of here as quickly as we can, because obviously we don't want to be here when the bombs start
Y
dropping.
vemos que conforme Big Wheels recibe daño,
It's all about escape.
la pantalla
See a vehicle here, which should
se
help us
mancha de
do that.
sangre.
So go ahead and hijack it.
Y bueno, podemos usar vehículos con toda la comodidad del mundo.
Hurry
No
here.
necesita
Let's see if we can
otra cosa más
see
que
explosions. There we are.
subirse.
Nice.
Bueno, ahí vemos que el ataque que pedimos previamente pues ya está funcionando.
Morphos incoming, so we'll just tell the LZ.
Y ahí se dirige hacia el punto de rescate.
Alright, and now we've made it safely onto Morpho. That said, in the Phantom Pain, you're never truly safe until you escape from enemy territory. That does include enemy airspace, so we'll keep an eye open here as we make our escape.
Parece que también mientras estamos en el aire podríamos
See some enemy reinforcements coming in
ser
below.
atacados, así que hasta que no nos pongan a salvo no estamos
Smoke
realmente
from our airstrike.
a salvo.
But it looks like we're in the clear. So that's mission complete.
Ok,
And let's
parece
see how we
que
did.
esa misión
S rank. So good job, Jackie. Let's give him a hand.
se concretó con
Alright,
rango
so
S.
you may think it's over at this point, but it's not. We actually have more for you coming up, and it's actually something that we prepared special for E3. It's the first time showing this, so we're going to cut back to the game right now and show you something completely new. It's not over yet. Let's go back to the video. Okay, so up to this point we've talked about mother base a lot.
Ok, aquí vamos a ver lo que es mother base.
Now we're actually going to show you mother base. So in Phantom Pain, mother base
Nos van a mostrar cómo
The mother
es.
base you see on the screen here is actually one that we've upgraded quite a bit. When you first start out, it's just one small platform, and you slowly gather resources and build it up. And the cool thing about it is that everyone's mother base will be different and will be unique because you can gather resources and customize it, building platforms however you want. Decide how you want to spend your resources.
Y
So
bueno,
really building it up and showing off your friends
si no entendí
is
mal,
one of the big
resulta que
cool
vamos a
things about
poder
Phantom Pain. Right, so right now, this big
cambiar
structure you see here is
algunas
the platform.
cosas de mother base a nuestro
We can
gusto.
disembark from the helicopter,
Y bueno,
and we'll give you a customized tour of mother base.
vamos a poder cambiar
So you see your
muchas
men
cosas
coming up and saluting you. Obviously, you are
de
the
mother
commander,
base,
the big
lo
boss.
cual
These are your
pues
men,
suena bastante
your
bien.
diamond dogs. Take a moment to give you a look at the base here, so you can get a sense of the scale of it all.
Se ve muy bien lograda
Pretty huge.
mother
And
base.
just remember that you, the player, will be creating all of this. Moving on. All right, and we see our friends, the sheep and Jackie, have made it back to mother base safely.
Thank you, boss.
They seem to be getting
Podemos
along nicely.
ver
So you
que
can see all the personnel we pulled from the
Jackie,
field,
quien
come back to mother base.
fue rescatado hace apenas poco, y la cabra están
The inner
a
portion of
salvo
mother base.
en
And here's some gunfire
nuestra,
now. And if you look over to our left,
en
you can
nuestra
see it's
base.
actually a shooting range. So,
Podemos ver que
while you're out
también hay
doing your
soldados que
missions, your men may be off on
están
combat missions of their own, or they may be
entrenando
here practicing
con los
their
blancos
skills. You
de
can also
tiro.
practice with them if you like.
Y bueno, se ve
And you
que
can in CQC with them,
hay
spar,
bastante movimiento
practice
dentro
their
de
skills,
la
also raise
base.
their skill levels as well. But we won't do that today. We'll go ahead and proceed up the stairs here, just to give you a better view of the base.
Y interesante y bonito, ¿no? Al mismo tiempo que vas pasando y los soldados te saludan. Podemos ver que también hay torretas, supongo que para la defensa. Exactamente, para la defensa. Y bueno, podemos ver también que ahí está el contenedor que nos llevamos. Ahí están, el jeep también, ahí está. Así que todo lo que nos llevemos aparecerá en mother base.
Which you can spend to expand your base and build new platforms. So we see an example of this right here. So that's a platform under construction. This will be available in
Y
the
podemos ver que
future.
también hay plataformas en construcción, hay bastantes helipuertos, estas cosas que parecen como los famosos ciphers, están ahí. Tenemos gente en puesto de vigía. Es Ocelot, por la señal lo reconocemos. Bueno, se ve bastante bien el mar, la brisa, el clima, porque empezó a llover. Y bueno, aparte... Ok, está sonando la alarma y parece que hay algún tipo de incidente dentro del mother base.
Morpho's incoming, so let's go ahead and rendezvous with them. Note also that Jackie's taking a lot of shortcuts here. Obviously, this is his mother base, and every player will know their base inside and out. Shortest ways from point A to point B. So here we are now, back on the main platform, and we'll head towards Morpho.
Ok. Ha llegado el...
Alright, so hop on Morpho and head into battle. So as you can tell from the alert, your base in Phantom Pain can be attacked, which means that all the relationships you make within your mission and online will come back and affect you here. So Mother Base does not just provide support to you in your mission, but all of the things that you do or relationships you forge in your mission actually come back and
Y bueno,
affect you
creo
here
que
at Mother Base.
también de
It's
las
all
cosas
one
que
big
se
genocide.
mencionan es que en el modo online pues podríamos llegar a ser invadidos. Y bueno, ahí se está poniendo un parche de Kojima Productions.
And that concludes our E3 presentation. Thank you for watching.
Y eso fue todo.
That's it.